People always want to call me names like paranoid and schizo, but I don't care. Every time I rent an Airbnb, I'ma always make sure I check it using my flawless methods. And then I just go outside and I just call me a Uber and I just sit up in there like this and I just do me some ASMR. Because you just never know. Wow. And I just want to say before we get into it right now, I want to make sure if you're new to my channel, you make sure you hit that like, you leave a comment, and you subscribe to my channel and you share it to all your friends because I'm just trying to grow my page and all the support and love I get. I appreciate it from all you guys. Flawless gang for life. Let's go. So on the 4th, I lost my dad. My dad passed. And the time of his passing was my birthday, which is 12/11. And I had a good relationship with my daddy, and I'm gonna miss him. And it really hit me when I realized that I can't just pick up the phone and call him again. I can't just check up on him and be like, what's up, old man? We'll never be able to jam music together. But I did get a chance to be able to spend some time with him, before his untimely passing. So I was able to, spend some time with him, and we talked about everything. We talked about him passing. We talked about everything because he knew what he was facing. But he wasn't scared, He knew God got him and he was gonna be good, and he was loved by everybody. And he was just a good dude around the community, man. Like, he was a good dude, and we all got free will. And he used his, we all make our own mistakes and choices in life, and he made his, and I don't resent my daddy no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I love my pops, I love my moms. I know a lot of y'all don't know my background, where I come from, or how I grew up, but I spent a lot of years in the foster homes and the foster systems. Grew up, with 9 siblings, 9 of us, and just growing up in different foster homes and traveling with different families and going to group homes, and it was traumatizing as an early age. It was traumatizing as a little kid. I remember I was 7 years old, and I remember DFS came in. They had some officers too, but I remember DFS came in and they took us from the home and they split us up. And the way they split us up, me and my brother went together, and then it's crazy, but basically they came in and split all me and my siblings up, and we all just kind of like went to different homes and we kind of bounced around for a minute. For a minute we was together, then we wasn't. They was splitting us up, and then we ended up like spending the majority of the time in some abusive homes with some foster parents that used to abuse us. And I remember like I'd get sick or something, and I would need some cough syrup or cough medicine or something like that. And when she like tried to give it to me, I remember the spoon going in my mouth and just hitting my teeth real hard, just cling, 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 just hitting my mouth real hard and just shoving the spoon in there and just clinking it all around. And just being real rude about it as a kid. And I always felt, I didn't feel loved. Like, I felt like love was like that big void I was missing in my life early on as a kid. And I wanted that feeling that everybody else had. I wanted that family, I was taken from my mom, and like I remember like crying every day and night, just missing moms. Just want to hold and be with my mom because I was a mama's boy, man. I just wanted to be with my mama. I just wanted to be with her every day. I didn't care if she was doing drugs or whatever she was doing. To me, she was my mama, so I didn't care about none of that. I wanted to be with my family. Christmases and stuff wasn't the same. We wasn't getting Like these homes supposed to use this money for the for the kids, but if they got kids already themselves, then sometimes they was giving, they kids our money they supposed to use for us for clothing and Christmas toys and presents. Like we wasn't getting the stuff. We was getting like hand me downs and little cheesy stuff. I remember like my clothes was like coming from like the thrift store, paying like shoes from Payless when it was Payless back in the day, and just going to school was just like not the best stuff. And then like now already feeling unloved, feel like not wanted, So and then later on we went to this group home, and we had to go to school and pull up in this big old van that had the name of the group home on it, and it was like so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing because a lot of these kids was like a lot of these kids wasn't like all the way there in the head. A lot of these kids was like on real end. Was just like it come from like messed up situations too, and they everybody's situation was different, and a lot of these kids was like wasn't all the way, So I don't want to say nothing more than that, but a lot of these kids wasn't all the way, and I was like pretty much like I don't want to say normal, but I was functioning. I was just missing my mom. It was just stripped away from love, and like going to the school in that van and getting out with like my clothes not the best. It was hard. Getting made fun of and having to fight for your respect. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it was. And it was a lot of fighting for respect. Because if you didn't fight for your respect, it was getting taken. It was getting taken, and they was taking it every day if you didn't stand up for yourself. So standing up for yourself and fighting was just like an everyday thing. It's kind of like that prison mentality. Like that's what I experienced early on. Living like that, like having to protect your things, your clothes, your socks, your shirt, because they washed all our clothes together. So you have to dig through the pile. You have to dig through the pile to find your stuff. So when you digging through your pile, somebody grab your shirt, you grab your socks, and put your stuff on. What you gonna do? It was either like you was gonna let them put your stuff on, and they was gonna do it every day, and you was gonna get punked around, or you was gonna stand up for yourself and snatch your stuff off them, snatch it off, and that's what happened, pretty much. And yeah, it was just. But sometimes, I get to see my dad and my mom like on the weekends and certain times when they was getting their stuff together and trying to get off the drugs and trying to get their life together. I wasn't seeing my dad like I was seeing my mom. My mom was more in the picture. She was more involved with us and like seeing us and stuff. My dad, I think my mom was like getting off and was like fighting for her kids, and like she was really trying to get her life together. My dad, I ain't gonna say he wasn't, but my dad was still in the streets. He was still in the streets, living his life, doing his thing. And yeah, we was in there. So I remember like missing moms and loving moms and doing all that, but I never hated my dad. I remember I do have good memories of my dad when I was a kid, going to the park, laying on his chest. I remember his chest going up and down, and me just laying on it, wondering why is it just going up and down like a balloon. Like I remember all that stuff. I remember holding his hand, walking to the store to get candy and stuff. And I got some real good memories, but then when the family got taken, it was real big dark cloud right there from like 7 all the way up to like 15, like some of the like important times of your life. And like them times was like traumatic for me. Nobody knew that, none of my classmates, because no matter what, even if I had just like one pair of shoes, like I'd give me a toothbrush and I'd keep them one pair clean. I clean my shoestrings. I did whatever I could to keep myself up, even though I didn't have the best. But I love my dad, man. I know it's the process of living, but it's still hard to accept, and it really hits you when they take that last breath. So, to anybody out there that lost their parents, man, my condolences to you. Like, I feel a big void in my life right now. I'm going through a phase where I feel a big void. I feel like something's missing. I know my dad is gone now. My dad was a big supporter, a big fan of me, big fan of what I was doing. He loved my music. He was always supportive. I remember one time I had did a performance at this club, this nightclub. It was like in the hood too, and I had like certain colors on. And these dudes, like, I know I rocked the stage too so bad. I had the crowd, and these guys, they went outside and they waited for me to come out when the club was out, and they was already out there, and they was deep as fuck, and they was out there, and they was waiting on me to come out, and they seen me, and they surrounded me, and everybody that was with me kind of scattered, but I remember vividly my daddy and my brother standing right next to me, like guarding me from them, like trying to protect me, because I feel like the dude, he was facing me, and all his homies, they was all behind him and surrounding us. I felt like at that moment he was gonna pull out his weapon and just like try to take my life away. But my daddy used me as a human shield. He jumped. He was in front of me, and then he tried to like walk me towards the car so we can get in the van. And we got in his van, and then the dude jumped around on the driver's side. I was in the passenger side getting in. He jumped around the driver's side, and he punched me in the face, punched me in the jaw, and I really didn't even feel it whatsoever. It was like that punch didn't even happen. Everything was happening to where my body was in so much shock. He punched me, I didn't even feel it. I just looked at him, and he was like, "What the fuck you think you doing?" I didn't even say nothing. I was just in the moment. And then my dad ended up getting in the car, my brother getting in the car, them dudes jumped in their car, and I thought they followed us home, but they didn't. But that whole moment was just so surreal, and it's a lot of people that don't make it through them situations like that, you know what I'm saying? So to experience that, it was like you get to know who gonna ride with you all the way. My daddy he was a rider. He was gonna ride for me all the way, and my brother, straight up. He gonna ride for me all the way, man. But that's why it's always good to have security. I know with this social media stuff, you got the opportunity to really expose yourself to like a lot of people, millions, and so you also exposing who you are and a lot of stuff like that. So that's the risk of being popular. Some people like it, some people won't. Some people gonna hate you for it because that people love you and the attention you getting, and they not getting it. So it's good to have people around you who you trust with your. I'm sorry this ASMR isn't like ASMR y'all been wanting, but this is just what I was feeling. So I figured I'd pop out the camera and get the mic and just express myself. Because you guys told me in the comments, y'all said, "TelaBoy, it don't matter what you talk about. Just turn your mic on and just talk, man. We just want to hear you. We just want to vibe with you and see what." So that's what I'm doing. Unedited, no clips. Y'all getting it for what it is. And that's what y'all say y'all like about my channel and my videos. It isn't like pre-written. It isn't edited and chopped up. Y'all getting all the bloopers, the mistakes. It's like it's more of a bond and a connection, with the fans, with the people. So y'all can really get to be able to and see where I'm at and what I'm on, man. And I'm shaking holding this mic. Like, I know everybody grieve different. My body's just shaking. This thing we live in called life is like, it's beautiful and it's like scary at the same time, unpredictable. And I know we can control 100% of everything, but I feel like we can control some of whatever our destiny just by manifesting our thoughts into reality. So I feel like if you keep your thoughts and everything positive and just stay moving forward and accept life for what it is, and life is beautiful. You have to accept that life is beautiful. Once you accept that part, everything else beautiful is gonna line up and come to you. But it's just me. It's my experience. I really like. I'm trying to figure out like my my goal within the next 5 years is just to really like turn this YouTube channel like all the way up. I know I've been saying it, but that's my goal. I'm really like locked in and invested, and like I'm really committed to this now. Like out of all the platforms, I'm really committed to this YouTube one. Like I want to take this thing I want to take it all the way. No limits. I don't even got one number on it. I just want to take it all the way up to where it go. And lock in with the fans and do more blogs, vlogs, whatever y'all want to call them. More one-on-ones, more ASMR, more content, more whispers, like everything, like. So, one step at a time, man. We gonna get it done. Sometimes it's okay to take a step away from that Airbnb and just talk about how you feeling, because not all of us have somebody to vent to. Not all of us just open up like that, but I feel like it's easier to open up to a camera and a mic when there's nobody else, because it's like it's not a person. It's just you can look at you. You talking to you. And this is my feelings, and it's me looking at me, talking to me. It's a little easier to accept and to do. Love y'all parents, man. Love y'all kids. Love who y'all love, man. Love is the most precious thing that you can have in this universe. Love is like number one. It's top tier. It's not money. It's not none of that, because none of that shit go. None of that shit matters. It's a nice tool, but it don't matter. Love is big dog. Straight up, love is big dog. You gotta love it, man. If you love yourself enough, then you're gonna do all the right things, right? You're gonna eat better, you're gonna work out, you're gonna do just by love. If you love yourself enough, if you love your partner, you ain't gonna cheat. You gonna do all the right things. If you love the earth enough, you're gonna do all the right things. You ain't gonna pollute it. You ain't gonna. So just love, man. Just love, simple love, bro. That's the only equation. That's the only math equation you need. Love times love equals love, man. Spread that. So whatever you're doing, just apply love to it. And trust and believe that your thoughts manifest into the physical. So try to think happier. That's what I'm doing. Thinking happier. I'm blogging. This right here makes me happy. Makes me happy to sit here and talk to y'all on this mic right now. This is what I love to do. This is what I want to do. This is what's calling me right now. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I am physically doing right now. It's talking to y'all about my feelings and my emotions. I just poured it out to y'all. That frequency has been released into this microphone and into your ear. And I appreciate y'all for lending me your ear and your time. So please, if you haven't right now, I'm trying to grow my YouTube. I would appreciate all the likes, the comments, all the support, the shares. Like, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It helps me grow. Um, yeah, man, just stay tuned for some more stuff. I'm gonna be on some more jolly stuff here real soon. So we're gonna do some storytelling. We're gonna read some books. We gonna check some Airbnbs. I might even do a few magic tricks. I don't even know magic, but I'm willing to learn just to do some more stuff and just do more content. And just have fun with this shit, man. Because it's not hard. There's no thinking to it. It's just being your natural self. You know what I'm saying? And people respect that. People love just you being your natural self and you doing just, in your natural state. So this ain't, like I said before, this ain't edited, cut, sliced, and chopped up to the best points. Man, I'm leaving all this just like this. I'm gonna just cut off the beginning a little bit and the end when y'all see me pushing the button, because you don't need to see me do all that. But this is what you get, man. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing it different. I'm recording different than what everybody doing on YouTube. I'm not like the YouTubers already. I'm not like them, bro. I'm me. So me gonna attract my fan base is gonna attract my following. You know what I'm saying? So my authentic self is gonna create my authentic fan base, because it's not a gimmick. I'm not gimmicking. I'm not copying nobody, bro. I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. Yeah, I'm blogging, but I'm doing it my way. So I appreciate y'all, man, for giving me the time. And yeah, other than that, we got Valentine's coming. I know y'all gonna have some fun with that. Yeah, man. I got merch too, so if you haven't purchased my merch, just say, call me paranoid or schizo on Kerr. I did this right here myself with my Cricut machine. So if you want me to custom make you something myself and then like autograph it with like a card or something in there, just message me and let me know your size and stuff. And I get that. Like, I will make it myself with my Cricut. I did this myself. I got like this like green with the glitter gold. It's like sparkly. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like sparkly. See, this mug hard. Working with the little green hat right there. Call me paranoid, schizo, Kerr. Like, I can make it say anything. But yeah, this is what I'm doing on hand of myself. These shirts right here to call me paranoid. But I also got a digital store, digital link, where I got my Flawless For Real brand. And I got my logo and it say Flawless For Real, you just never know. And I got hoodies, t-shirts, I got racing back tanks, I got female v-necks, I got coffee mugs, shower curtains. So yeah, I'm gonna put that link in the description. It's TelaBoyApparel.com. So TelaBoyApparel.com for all the merch. And we're gonna do it just like that. So, but before we end this, I am gonna make sure I do some ABCs and some 1, 2, 3 air painting ASMR, just to make sure that my core fans still getting what they get. You know what I'm saying? So let's begin with that. Deep breaths first. I like to breathe before I start my ASMR because I like to inhale the negative and exhale. Inhale positive and exhale the negative. And just let it all out. Then it calms me down so that my voice isn't so shaky. Alright. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S T U V W X Y C. Go to sleep. 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 Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Go to sleep. I'm gonna go ahead and count to 20. When I get to 20, you better be asleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sleep. Sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Sleep. Go to sleep. Look at that. Wow, look at that. You just never know. Y'all wanna call me paranoid and schizo? Well, I don't care. I'ma always make sure I put everybody to sleep when I'm in the Uber at the Airbnb. Because they call me ASMR King. In order to be king, you gotta stand on it. Because you just never know. Wow. That's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, that's perfect. You just never know. I don't know about y'all, but I love the ambience of just on a rainy day with the cars and the wind blowing. It's the best sound ever. I love it. Let me know if y'all can hear this. It's so relaxing. It's the best thing ever. It's the best kind of ASMR. It's just from the natural environment of Mother Earth. And if you listen, she actually talking to you. She got everything you need. I ain't lying. She literally got everything you need. I love you, Mother Earth. Thank you for providing. I love my fans. I love all my supporters too. I appreciate everybody that hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Everybody that want to see me grow. Everybody that gives me words of encouragement to keep going. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. I got more coming on the way. Let's go. TelaBoy. Let's go.